Alright, now let's talk about Spirit Airlines. Now, why the hell would I want to talk about Spirit Airlines? Of all the airlines there are, why would I want to talk about Spirit Airlines? Well, apparently, there was a fight last week in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, because people could not get on flights for Spirit Airlines because there were many cancellations. Now, this is the first time I've ever heard of people fighting to get on a Spirit Airlines flight, because I know United Airlines has been in the crossfire lately, but Spirit Airlines might be the worst airline to fly on, and I'm not saying this because I want to pile on or anything, but I actually do have a Spirit Airlines experience that I kind of want to talk about right here, which is why I am doing this segment. Now, about 10 years ago, I was working on a campaign, and I had to fly Spirit Airlines because it was assigned to me. I would never choose to fly Spirit Airlines, let's make that very clear. But I had to fly Spirit Airlines because that's what got assigned to me, and so the trip was, I wouldn't say it was disastrous because it did have somewhat of a happy ending, but the flight itself was very weird. I thought the stewardesses were kind of weird. Just the whole experience, like everything is all tight and crammed in, and even the video that they played for where they're trying to show you how to put the seatbelts in and stuff like that was very weird. And I couldn't wait to get off that flight. I don't remember if I was on an aisle seat or a middle seat, but it was very tough moving, and it was not pleasant. They didn't give you anything to eat. It was a connecting flight to Detroit. Thankfully, I didn't have to fly Spirit Airlines from Detroit to Las Vegas. And then when I got there, apparently my luggage did not get to Las Vegas from the Spirit Airlines flight. I don't know whose fault that was, but it was really panicky. But luckily, I was able to get my luggage. It didn't get there on time, but it ended up getting there to my hotel room. I think it was later that night because my luggage didn't get there on time. But it was really panicky. Like, when you get to some place and your luggage ain't there, it's not a good feeling. And I'm not sure if it's their fault or not their fault, but, when, there's a reason why things cost the way they cost. There's a reason why Spirit Airlines is cheap to fly, because there's not that many people that want to fly Spirit Airlines. So my guess is, when I see all these people fighting over trying to get on a Spirit Airlines flight, because, by the way, there was like a strike or like an issue with the pilots and the union, so there were slowdowns in Fort Lauderdale, so I can kind of understand that, but this is the first time I've ever heard of people wanting to and fighting to get on a Spirit Airlines flight, and cost is probably the reason why. But my suggestion to you, don't fly Spirit Airlines. It's a really shitty airline, and it's not, you should only do it if you have to do it. Don't do it because you want to do it. And if you got a choice between United or Spirit, you should probably take the chance on United. Spirit is just like, I didn't even think they treated everyone that well on the flight either. But that was like 10 years ago. Maybe they got a little bit better, but it seems not like, I don't think they would change all that much. The thing about Spirit Airlines and United Airlines, there's a big difference between having good policies and then switching to bad policies and being shitty from the beginning. Spirit Airlines has been shitty from the beginning. So when you see an airline like United, they add all these extra costs for baggage, or you can't do certain things. Those are policies of people downgrading themselves. They're downgrading their options. Spirit Airlines has consistently been shit. So this is, we should view it that way, in my opinion. Let's look at what people were from the beginning, and don't fly Spirit Airlines. Just don't. Trust me on that.